After I defeated The Miz, my WWE career really started to take off. I won the Money in the Bank briefcase and then cashed it in to beat The Big Show for my first World Heavyweight Championship.
Can you believe it? Daniel Bryan is the new World Heavyweight Champion.
But for every step forward, it seemed like I took 2 steps back. One was pretty big, when at WrestleMania in 2012, I lost the world title in just 18 seconds.
Oh man! A front kick by Sheamus! Oh my God! Sheamus is the world champion! That may be one of the fastest title changes in the history of WrestleMania!
After that, I was angry and wanted to blame a lot of people for my failure. But it actually led to one of the most enjoyable times of my career.
Daniel Bryan's forced to go to anger management with that man.
No!
I formed an unlikely partnership with Kane.
Shut your mouth right now!
The devil's favorite demon is nothing without the world's toughest vegan! No! 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 No!
Kane is one of my favorite people. We almost have the same sense of humor.
Anger management, I believe, has been a success.
We just had a lot of fun.
We watch each other's back. Team Hell No style.
We had our first shot at the Tag Team Championships when we faced Kofi Kingston and R-Truth at Night of Champions in 2012.
We're in Boston in a building where many great champions have been crowned, and right now, the tag team titles are on the line. The champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against the unlikely team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Talk about an odd couple, Michael. With everything we've seen from Bryan and Kane in the past few weeks, I gotta wonder if Dr. Shelby's anger management therapy can turn these two into a cohesive unit.
What do you know about therapists, Saxton? They've been thrusted into this position while the champions have been centered around their teamwork for the past 5 months. Kane and Bryan only have anger management in common. I wouldn't call that a building block towards tag team titles.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one. Kane making a statement as we speak.
Now we have Kane on the attack.
Kane showing some expert prowess here. Kane making a statement as we speak. Kane showing some expert prowess here. And over with a suplex. Kane and Daniel Bryan are seeming to get along thus far, Corey.
Yeah, they're getting along for one reason. To get rid of that quack, Dr. Shelby. Even I would try to get along with you, Cole, if it meant not listening to Dr. Shelby.
Caught him with a big boot. On the mark. You know, Byron, Kane and Daniel Bryan almost accidentally stumbled into this title opportunity when they defeated the prime-time players on last week's Raw.
I can tell you it was no accident when Kane delivered a hateful chokeslam on Bryan. It just so happened that Daniel landed on their opponent long enough to gain the pinfall. I can't foresee that being the outcome against the champions, though.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. It's all academic from here. Boom!
Hammerlock applied. Oh, no, no. Uh-oh. Oh, it's going to break an arm.
He's zeroing in on the arm now.
Leading up to this match, a lot of praise was thrown on Kofi and R-Truth. Kofi being a 3-time Intercontinental Champion and both having time as United States Champion. Well, Daniel Bryan has his accolades as well.
Of course, Daniel Bryan won the United States Championship at the same pay-per-view 2 years ago against The Miz. He also went on to win a Money in the Bank and become a World Heavyweight Champion. And he releases the hold.
I don't think he had it fully locked in. Bringing up Daniel Bryan's time as World Heavyweight Champion, he did lose that title in only 18 seconds to Sheamus at WrestleMania.
Why? Why do you have to go and bring that up, Saxton? You know Daniel's in a fragile state right now, and you bring up a moment where he was caught off guard and hit by a now outlawed brogue kick.
Clothesline! The body can't take much more of that.
We've been seeing Daniel and Kane in therapy for weeks now. It's not anger management that these two need. What they need is respect from the WWE Universe. These yes chants fans do are an absolute mockery to Daniel Bryan. I don't blame him one bit for being angry.
Nobody comes back from this. Nicely done. He's trying to mangle his face here.
Now we have Kane on the attack.
You know, Corey, I see Daniel's issues with the yes chant, but I don't have a problem with it. I mean, even in Montreal, where we were for Raw this past week, the crowd chants, "We, we, we," so these yes chants are becoming bilingual.
Oh, very cute, Cole. Daniel Bryan's just a few feet away, and you're doing that. You should see if your friend Dr.
Kane looking at this quickly.
He's a spinning ball of energy.
Can we? Shoulders on the back. Kane making a statement as we speak.
Cole, I was reaching out to get R-Truth help for his imaginary delusion, but you're here enabling self-destructive behavior.
Going for the cover. Showing some expert prowess here.
Kofi Kingston is obviously showing concern for...
Here's a cover. Guys, when the WWE Universe has the power on Monday Night Raw, they can be really nutty. Case in point, a few weeks ago, the WWE Universe voted on social media to have Daniel Bryan and Kane hug it out in the middle of the ring. Yes, folks, hug it out.
Yeah, it was not a sight we usually see in a WWE ring. Kane and Daniel appeared to be two people that have never given a hug in their whole life. An awkward moment that showed they both still had a ways to go in their anger management. I'd say Kane just turned the tempo up.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
Now we have Kane on the attack.
Kane making a statement as we speak.
Now we have Kane on the attack.
Unleashes the backdrop with a vengeance. Kane showing some... You know, I have to say, I've seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Michael. We don't see Daniel screaming in the face of fans anymore. He's keeping his composure pretty well. And Kane, well, Kane is still Kane. There is some deep-rooted trouble within that monster.
Kane making a statement as we speak. Showing some expert prowess here.
In comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are two different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown brought on by the WWE Universe, whereas Kane has just been sick and demented since birth.
Well, one of those things for sure. They're both off the rocker in my estimation.
Great job, Dr. Cole.
And a hammer fist right across the...
And a pin attempt. Never say die attitude out of him.
How'd he do that?
Going all the way up. And here is Kane in off the tag.
So, Michael, did Daniel Bryan's anger management issues begin way back in April at WrestleMania? When Bryan, who was World Heavyweight Champion at the time...
Whoa, he works his way out.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
Too quick for him there.
Now we have Kane on the attack.
I need to say, guys, if Daniel Bryan and Kane can work together and win here tonight, Dr. Shelby deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Well, I hate to burn bubble, Cole, but I have it on good authority that Dr. Shelby isn't even a certified therapist. My sources on the health board say he dropped out of medical school to visit Tibet on some kind of spiritual excursion. That guy's a fraud.
Oh, and he breaks free.
But the damage might have already been done, Michael.
As I expected, a team working together can have a chance against Kane.
Whoa. And there it is.
Now it's time to capitalize.
He goes for the cover. He breaks the pin. He lands an amazing flip.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Ever since Kofi and R-Truth became allies, they've been on a tear in WWE. They know how to work together as a tag team. Then on the other side of the ring, judging from the last few weeks, Kane and Daniel Bryan are far from being on the same page.
Same page? Daniel and Kane aren't even reading the same book. Whereas Kofi and Truth are finishing each other's sentences.
Gets the tag. We talk about being on the same page, and Truth and Kofi certainly are. But wouldn't you think Kane and Daniel Bryan's shared experience in anger management can create a chemistry of sorts?
Kofi and Truth have held those titles for 5 months. You'd be ridiculous to think that trust falls and yelling at kids wearing goat masks for a couple of weeks is going to get you the same kind of chemistry that tag team champions have.
Well executed. Guys from the WWE Universe, he's got him covered. Ooh! It's got to be over now.
Here comes Daniel Bryan sending Kingston across the ring.
And Daniel Bryan looking to put Kofi Kingston away for the tag team titles. Ooh, Kingston's in trouble.
The Kane are in peril. The Big Red Machine making the long climb to the top rope.
I don't think Bryan wanted Kane to make the tag.
No, not at all. He felt like he was in control, and now Kane is heading up top.
It's just a matter of time till this team implodes. We know they can't stand each other.
Kofi Kingston.
Look at Bryan. Bryan is hanging on to the ankle of Kane.
Kingston.
Crash and burn.
And now Daniel Bryan. Shoved away by Kane.
This is hilarious.
Bryan with a shot to Kane.
What is happening?
And there's Kane on the top rope. Splash. Into a cover. New tag team champion.
Oh, my God.
No way.
Yes way.
I cannot believe what we just saw.
WWE Tag Team Champions Daniel Bryan
can't stand each
and
other,
Kane.
but now they're tag team champions.
Kane can't believe it. Daniel Bryan is celebrating.
No amount of therapy could have prepared the WWE Universe for this. This is going to be a disaster.
Can you imagine Kane and Daniel Bryan as tag team champions?
We don't have to imagine it. It's a reality.
And it's weird.
I guess anger management worked, well, at least somewhat, right?
Team champions! I am the tag team champions! I am the tag
And look at
team
this.
Can't even agree who the real champion is.
champions!
Well, it's both of them,
The tag
Byron.
team champions! I am the tag team champions!
This is gonna be interesting to watch. There's obviously no argument here. They both won the titles.
They can't even enjoy the victory together.
Oh, no.
The Big Red Machine certainly not pleased with the situation, but he can call himself one half of the tag team champions.
Team Hell No had a great run, but like most tag teams, Kane and I eventually went our separate ways, and I returned to pursuing my goal of winning singles titles.
I need to win the WWE Championship.
It was around this time I had a series of matches with Randy Orton that would have a much greater effect on my career than I could ever imagine. I put a lot of pressure on myself during this because Randy was really the first real top guy that I had a rivalry with. If I could do well with Randy, that puts you even to another level. I felt I had a lot to prove, which led to some very hard-hitting and physical contests. I got pretty banged up, but I was determined to fight through it and not let it slow me down. So much so that I went on to face Randy Orton in a street fight rematch on Raw.
A sold-out Raw here in Charleston, South Carolina. Daniel. A sold-out Raw here in Charleston, South Carolina. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton started the night with a double disqualification, but they will settle things in the main event with a street fight.
Randy Orton called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Kane called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Bryan is here to prove that he is not a weak link.
Tall order as he faces 9-time WWE champion Randy Orton.
So damaging. You gotta believe this one's over. The human body can only absorb so much of that.
A street fight is apropos for Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, seen as both men will take part in a Money in the Bank ladder match in 3 weeks' time.
All the weapons we'll see Bryan and Orton sling tonight is just a prelude to the unforgiving steel ladders at play in a Money in the Bank match.
Byron, he looks like he has no idea where he is.
Yeah, he is definitely on Dream Street, Michael.
You two brought up the upcoming Money in the Bank match. Don't forget that Kane's in that match, too. I wonder if Bryan's going to be able to stay sane with so many agitating factors in play in that match.
I think Daniel Bryan will thrive, actually. He's won Money in the Bank more recently than Kane, and Randy Orton still hasn't won Money in the Bank after multiple attempts.
A back suplex.
This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
We saw Team Hell No dissolve last week on Raw as both Kane and Daniel Bryan turned their sights towards the WWE Championship.
Step one in that process is beating Randy Orton. Defeating a guy of Orton's stature puts you near the front of the line for title opportunities.
This is what makes him so dangerous.
Going back to Kane and Daniel Bryan's breakup, it seemed cordial, but their paths could easily cross again if one of them attains the WWE Championship.
Yeah, that reminds me, Michael. Team Hell No didn't officially hug it out when they broke up. Things could be bad between Kane and Bryan.
A sickening thud as his body is driven to the mat. Ooh. Warm up the buses. This one's over.
It's kind of a shame that Orton and Bryan are fighting tonight and that they will also be brawling with Kane in the Money in the Bank match, since those three men are the only trio to pin or submit the Shield in a six-man tag team match.
It's even more impressive when you consider the trios that fell to the Shield at WrestleMania. Orton, Sheamus, and The Big Show failed. On the Raw 2 weeks after WrestleMania, Team Hell No and The Undertaker couldn't do it. Last week, Team Hell No and Orton finally beat the Shield, and in 3 weeks, they'll be fighting each other for Money in the Bank.
He's making a statement here with this attack. Oh, what a kick! Oh, I think this man means business.
And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way. I'm not surprised that Randy Orton couldn't make it as a tag team partner for Daniel Bryan. He hasn't had the best track record with allies this year.
That's true, Byron.
Orton mentioned Orton's bad luck with tag partners. After Big Show's betrayal, Sheamus and Orton couldn't get along. It's a minor miracle that Orton helped Team Hell No beat the Shield.
Needless to say, I don't think we'll be seeing Orton teaming up with anyone in that locker room for quite some time after tonight.
Randy Orton has had rage issues, and Daniel Bryan is no stranger to anger management. Who has the advantage in a twisted match like this.
There's a world of difference between how Bryan and Orton process their anger. Orton's turned it into a Hall of Fame.
Uh-oh, Bryan looking for it.
Got him in the S-lock.
This one is over.
We're seeing two favorites of the WWE.
Uh-oh, forearm's gonna cut off the wind.
Oh, here we go. What's gonna happen now? Oh, here we go. This could be huge. What have we got here? What's he gonna do with it? Here we go. Watch out here. Something big is coming. Drop kick. And that one grounds him.
I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
Dodges a bullet there.
Daniel Bryan has a major task ahead of him tonight. He's got to beat a man with just about every accolade on his resume in the form of Randy Orton.
Yeah, Corey, you're not kidding. Orton has held the Intercontinental Championship, the Tag Team Championship. He's won the Royal Rumble and WWE Champion 9 times.
This isn't where he wants to be, guys.
He needs to get back inside that ring.
We compared Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan's accolades before, and Daniel Bryan has a decent resume too, as he's won Money in the Bank and has held the U.S. title, tag team titles, and the world title 1 time each.
That's just it, Cole. Bryan's had a taste of success. Orton's been feasting on it forever.
He doesn't want to do this outside the ring.
This rivalry between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton has been simmering for weeks and looks to violently explode during this street fight.
Bryan has been determined to show he can beat Orton. Last week on Raw, Randy Orton won the match via ref stoppage when Bryan injured his arm. Bryan got a countout win 4 days later on SmackDown, but he wants a definitive win over the Viper here tonight.
We recounted Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton's matches as of late. We thought it would be settled in tonight's opening match, but they brawled to a double disqualification.
Well, you won't see a count out, DQ, or an injury in this match. One of these guys is going to be pinned or submitted at the conclusion of this street fight.
Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan are both as tough as they come, and this is a matter of pride between both men. These are two guys you don't want to lose, especially to each other.
Look, we did see things get heated earlier tonight, but I think there's still a level of respect here. Neither is going to cheat to defeat the other. It's all about proving that you are the best.
Saxton, you were blathering about these guys being respectful, and I got to dispute you. Orton's done some despicable things to get ahead, and Bryan certainly wasn't respectful when he cashed in Money in the Bank on the Big Show. You do what you can to get ahead in this industry.
Corey, that's all in the past. The WWE Universe loves both these guys because they're all about competition, not cheating.
He's in a vulnerable spot now, guys.
Look at him. He's wide open for attack.
Daniel Bryan has been consumed with the idea that he's a weak link due to his performances in tag team competition as of late.
Well, Bryan tends to be consumed by just about every minor annoyance, but he did take the pin in 3 straight tag team championship losses to The Shield.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Bringing back up Daniel Bryan as a weak link. Note that he's not sorry he let Kane down when he cost Team Hell No the tag titles, or that he failed Randy Orton in their quest for the tag titles. Bryan's just thinking about himself here.
Look, Bryan may have faltered in those matches, but Bryan was also the guy who got Seth Rollins to tap out for the Shield's first ever six-man tag team loss. He can obviously be a team player, but right now, Bryan is out to prove he's
Orton looking for something big.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier. This is Randy Orton's chance.
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal, I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it.
He's too quick for him there. There's got to be some point in the match where those thoughts start to creep in that it could be over. And then you get perfectly executed.
the Viper getting absolutely pounded right now. Randy Orton got the worst end of that stick.
A minor miracle might be needed to overcome this beating.
An amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here.
There's no coming back from that. You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken out of these men. Oh, I think this man means business.
I don't know about you guys, but it looks to me like these superstars are on their last legs here.
He's out there in no man's land.
He's got to find a way to get to safety, Cole.
I'm not sure he can.
Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent.
Oh my goodness, crushing it.
Orton's hit Bryan with everything in his arsenal. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled out an ugly stick and beat Bryan with that.
But regardless of looks, the match itself is looking very ugly for Daniel Bryan.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. Oh, I think this man means business. When this guy's on, look out. This is what makes him one of the best in the business.
I'll tell you what.
Uh-oh, forearm's gonna cut off the wind.
Watch this here. What's he got in mind? He has something big planned. This could be dangerous. He caught him slipping. Oh, wow! He's in control. He's in full control now. He's in big trouble. This is not where you want to be.
Randy Orton, no problem in getting out of that one. Table in play.
Avoids trouble there. He's inflicting some serious pain here. Nicely executed. What a match this has been, guys, and it's starting to look like these superstars are beginning to feel the effects.
And here comes Orton.
DDT! Spiked them.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Lightning fast reflexes. Oh, I think this man means business. This has been a war. The intensity of this match has been incredible.
And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way.
Orton looking for something. An RKO! Randy Orton has found an answer here. These superstars have tried everything. They have something left in their arsenal. They have to, but can they dig down deep enough to find it? They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts. There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown.
Keep in mind, this superstar is competing hurt tonight, or so we're told. I'm not so sure I believe it.
Oh my goodness! You're not going to win many matches absorbing punishment like that. Boy, this has just been pandemonium.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
It's just a matter of time now. The longer this fight goes on, the more wear and tear on each competitor. Who is going to have enough to pick up the win? Nice move. Ooh! Well done.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
And his attention is now focused on that arm.
And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way.
Incoming. He wants no part of the outside.
I think this is the beginning of the end.
Nice combination there.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize? That seemingly came out of nowhere.
Inferno locks in. What's Randy Orton gonna do?
Will the Viper tap out? Orton's in serious trouble.
Trying to drag himself to the ropes, but remember, the ropes aren't going to cause a break here.
Guys.
Because it's a street fight. And Orton with a kendo stick.
Whoa! Repeated strikes with a kendo stick. Orton wearing the weapon out on Daniel Bryan's body.
Just what the WWE's Apex Predator needs is a weapon.
It's all perfectly legal.
Now you will find absolutely, oh my gosh, no remorse whatsoever from Randy Orton.
All the frustration inside the Viper bubbling over. Orton's like a man possessed. This won't end well.
And he's got Bryan on the second rope. Randy Orton could be closing in on a victory. Oh, vintage Orton with a DDT.
I think that's the beginning of the end, gentlemen. Randy Orton seems to be preparing to go to that place.
Randy Orton is focused. Randy Orton could be closing in on victory. Looking for the RKO. No. Backslide by Bryan. Shoulders are down. Orton kicks out. Now and a kick by Daniel Bryan. And now kendo stick in hand. And Bryan unloading on Orton.
Bryan returning the favor.
Nice move. That packed a punch. Brings down his opponent, and here it is, Corey.
The yes lock. The yes lock is applied.
Can he finish him off here?
Talk about a painful move. Oh boy, he is rolling.
He might have it. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Here's his moment, Michael. Yeah, that was lightning quick. Oh, going for it! Going for it!
The yes lock is applied. Will his opponent tap?
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
Daniel Bryan's done it! Daniel Bryan!
You might watch WWE for years and only see a match that good a few times.
No longer will anyone consider Daniel Bryan the weak link after this grueling victory. I could watch them go at it each and every week. What a match.
The crowd here tonight certainly seemed to appreciate the efforts. What a great match.